Whew, you sure gotta climb a lot of steps to get to this Capitol building here in Washington. Well, I wonder who that sad little scrap of paper is.
I'm just a bill, yes, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city. It's a long, long wait while I'm sitting in committee, but I know I'll be a law someday. At least I hope and pray that I will, but today I am still just a bill.
Gee, Bill, you certainly have a lot of patience and courage.
Well, I got this far. When I started, I wasn't even a bill. I was just an idea. Some folks back home decided they wanted a law passed, so they called their local congressman, and he said, "You're right, there ought to be a law." Then he sat down and wrote me out and introduced me to Congress, and I became a bill. And I'll remain a bill until they decide to make me a law. I'm just a bill, yes, I'm only a bill, and I got as far as Capitol Hill. Well, now I'm stuck in committee, and I'll sit here and wait while a few key congressmen discuss and debate whether they should let me be.
Let me bring in our senior legal analyst. You've looked at the law, you've looked at the signing statement, you've gone through it. Did the president break the law by engaging in this deal?
Oh, I think he clearly broke the law. The law says 30 days notice. He didn't give 30 days notice. Now, it is true that he issued a signing statement, but signing statements are not law. Signing statements are the president's opinion about what the law should mean. Now, it may be that the law is unconstitutional, a violation of his power as commander-in-chief, but no court has held that. The law is on the books, and he didn't follow it.
But, you know, President Bush used to do these signing statements that there would be a violation of what he signed into law, saying that if he determines as commander-in-chief he can go ahead and do it, it's okay, even though that negates the law of the land.
That's right. You know, lots of presidents since probably, I think, President Roosevelt have issued signing statements. But, you know, liberals were outraged by George W. Bush's signing statements. They thought he was deciding which laws he was going to follow and which laws he wasn't.
So was President Bush breaking the law, too?
There may have been examples where he did, but certainly this is an example of a signing statement where the president is taking power for himself that the law didn't give him. He's explicitly contradicting it. Now, that may be constitutional, but it is still a violation of what the law says.
You realize, of course, you're accusing the President of the United States of breaking the law, Jeffrey Toobin, who has written books about the United States Supreme Court.
Well, I don't think the president's too worried about what I think about this, but I do think that his critics have a very good point here that you have a law on the books and you have a direct contradiction. Situations like this, there's not much Congress can do about it. The courts generally stay out of it. They say this is to be worked out between the executive branch and the legislative branch. They can impeach the president, but I don't think clearly that's not going to happen here. But it matters whether people follow the law or not.
It certainly does. You don't want the president of the United States breaking the law.
Certainly not.
Jeffrey, stand by, because